250 podium guys, I'd like to start with third place, the Star Racing Yamalube, number 23, Aaron Plessinger, finishing up third tonight here in San Diego. In that second spot on the Monster Energy Pro Circuit, Kawasaki, Justin Hill. And the man with back-to-back wins here to start off this season here on the Red Bull Troy Lee KTM, Shane McElrath. Like to start off, Shane, congratulations on back-to-back wins. You had to work for it a little bit differently this week than last week. You had to come from the back.
Yeah, I actually had a pretty good start, but just got shut down. And, it was the first few laps were kind of chaotic, and everybody was bouncing off each other. But it's probably lap 3 or 4, everybody kind of settled down, and I was able to kind of put on a charge, but I was what seemed like I was like 6 or 7 seconds behind already. So I didn't really know where we were time-wise. I just tried to keep pushing, and I think the two guys in front of me were making a few mistakes, and myself too. But just tried to keep fighting. I mean, that's why we're here, and we've prepared during the off season, and we're healthy, and so just every weekend we're going to go in and fight. And thankfully we came out on top this week, but it wasn't easy, and next week we'll be ready to fight again.
You talk about not making it easy. Justin Hill, you were fast all day, fast in qualifying, both sessions there, and you had to work for that second, and you were right on. I saw that last lap. Shane looked over, and he saw that 46.
Yeah, I try to make him earn it. You know, you're gonna cut a check to somebody like that, you make him work for it. But no, he rode awesome. We were going back and forth in practice. Like he'd set a lap, and I'm like, oh man, okay, I got to do it. I set a lap. He'd see that. No, he'd set a lap. You know, we just going back and forth. We were both going good today. So me and him and Aaron, only makes sense. We all came through.
Aaron, another podium for you. Obviously, last week that second, this week and a third. And what happened at that start?
I kind of got pinched off. I think Hansen hit the gate, and then
Big time.
Martin
hit the gate.
Martin jumped, and I flinched. Then Justin kind of came over on me a little bit, but it was all right. I had to charge from like 10th or something, but great battles throughout the race. I kind of ran it in on Justin a little hard there. I tripled into a corner when I should have doubled, but no, it was fun. It was one of the harder Supercross races I've raced, but these guys rode great, and they earned their spots.
Well, it was one of the better races I've seen in the 250, that full 15 minutes plus one lap. You guys put on a great show. I'd like to open it up to the press now.
Can you contrast the dirt last week to what we got this week? Because we had rain all week like last time, but I don't think they put a bunch of lime down. So can you talk, all of you?
Dirtworks did what they could to kind of just get it dry, but I think dirt was way better this time. I mean, last weekend, that maybe just because they had more of it. Like the berms were big enough that we could bank off of them. Last weekend we just blown out of everything because there was nothing there to bank off. So they did good. It was a little greasy, I'd say, in the main. The moisture came up a little bit, but it was awesome. A lot of traction.
Start was definitely better.
Yeah. Even being the first heat race, it was actually pretty muddy. Like the first few laps with how everything was kind of packed down, it was almost like riding kind of loamy dirt. You could kind of just force whatever you were doing and get away with it. But then, like lap 3 or 4, everything kind of started getting pushed off, and that's when we got back down to that hard base. And with the moisture that it came out, it was actually kind of muddy, more so than it had been all day. So the heat race, it was probably pretty technical, but then there was a lot of shiny spots in the main, and that's what really made the track tough.
This is for Shane. Last weekend was an emotional first win. How does it feel to back that up here, and also with such a close battle?
It feels good. It just it makes me feel good that what we've been doing is paying off, and not that I didn't think it was, but I mean, I got hurt during outdoors, and then pretty much was back training when outdoors was over, and everybody else was kind of going on their break. So kind of had a little bit longer than everybody else, but at the same time, it's tough being on Supercross for 3.5 months and doing the same thing over and over. And yeah, I mean, like I said, we've did our work, and we've gotten healthy and gotten strong. And this weekend it was easy to go out there and think about everything going on, but at the same time, that's what I've been trying to do all week, is just forget about last weekend. I mean, it was the first race, and everybody was nervous. And I mean, lining up on the starting gate, everybody's fast now, everybody's fit, and I just have to go out and apply myself and put myself in a good position, and we'll take what we can out of that.
Thanks. What was the difference, Justin, this week to last week? You were good last week, but then in practice and even the main, we saw speed that I don't think we saw a week ago. So what changed?
I don't know if so much the speed, just kind of knowing where I was at physically. I didn't have a lot of time to get into race shape, and obviously last week I didn't ride good. I didn't push it. I didn't think that I was in shape enough to run with these guys, and my dad and my brother and my mechanic were just pumping it in me. You can do it. You can do it. Just get over the pain. And that's what I did tonight. I was tired, definitely. I mean, I'd still need some work on fitness because we have a lot of time. But I think it was just I got over myself mentally and could do it.
And take me through, and maybe you too, Aaron. It seemed like there was a big gap between you and Shane and Marty, who were leading, and then all of a sudden you caught up. Could you take me through the last 2 or 3 laps? You guys caught them as you were battling each other.
Yeah, I mean, we were just kind of like doing the deal, like us three. We were not gaining on each other really at all. Just kind of, he was on my back wheel aggressively. He was just kind of out there, and we didn't really move. But I think when him and Marty got a little tangled up in a couple corners, you know how it gets. They start battling, and we were able to just kind of inch forward. So hopefully that happens more. I like when I can catch up easy, not work harder.
Yeah, this is for Shane. Shane, how important for the confidence was backing this one up?
Yeah, this one is huge. I mean, like I said, last weekend could have been written off as luck or coincidence or whatever. But I mean, like I said, we're healthy and we're ready to go. And this weekend it was one of those things where I struggled with a few parts of the track and even today in practice. But I just got to go out and apply myself, and I know I can get good starts, and I'm here to fight for it. And like Justin said, tonight's race was really tough, and I didn't know where we were time-wise, but I just got 3+1, and it was pretty much just giving everything I had, and Justin and Aaron was catching us, and it's crazy to think everything going on there, but at the same time, it's like to have to come from behind and have to plan everything out, and all right, I'm going to do this here. It's pretty crazy to think, like, man, that happened.
One more since I got it. Justin, you started like 10th, 11th. I mean, you were way back there, and your last lap was a 54.7. How big is that for your fitness? How much you working on that? Did you think you could catch the leaders when you rounded the turn at like 12th?
Well, yeah, it's always a little discouraging when you're way back there. I mean, me and Aaron both were just tangled back there with those guys, and the first 4 corners are just madness, trying to get away from everybody. I didn't really think when I kind of settled in, I'm like, man, I seen Jimmy way out there, 4 lanes ahead of us. I'm like, dude, the podium is a little far off. We just got to push and push, and I didn't really think it was going to happen, but that doesn't change you for putting your head down and going for it.
This is for Aaron and Justin. Seemed like a technical track as well as many 180 turns. How important was that to you guys moving through the pack? And talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, the track kind of played in our favor a little bit. It was definitely good for passing, especially in the whoops. A lot of people were messing up and swapping sideways, so we capitalized on that. And then we just clicked off laps. It was lap after lap, and me and Justin were pretty much the same time every lap, and we were just passing people left and right.
I was talking to Ricky Carmichael down on the track. He said that the turn at home plate a lot of guys in your class are messing it up because they would get in there a little hot, and then it's hard to get your momentum going again for the triple. Did any of you guys have trouble there, and what was it like? And I got a follow up after that.
I thought it was actually the easiest corner on the track. You could relax a little bit. There's a straightaway in and a straightaway out, and I ain't not much thinking there.
Nobody had any trouble?
I mean, it was a little soft on the outside if you got out there, but if you hit that knuckle and just turned down, it was all right.
Like that one and quite a few other turns on the track. It's those where you've got to be patient. I mean, it's kind of awkward. Like we normally don't have a slap jump going into a corner, and I mean there were a few different ways to do it, but with it being slick and stuff tonight, it just adds another challenge to the track.
And then Aaron, can you talk about if you even notice the difference between you and some of the other riders? Because it seems like some riders get very kind of almost angry before races. You know, you get very
He's just
serious.
rapping
And you're over there like
What's up, dude?
dancing
What's
and
up?
doing nonsense. So can you talk a little bit about what's going through your head in times like that?
I don't know. Not much goes through my head. I mean, I just get happy. That's the way I've always been. That's been pretty much my motivation from the start, is just being happy and having fun. And that's pretty much what I do going up to the gate.
All right, well, we want to wrap the 250 guys up. We want to give them a round of applause for the podium winners here at Petco Park here, San Diego. We'll look forward to seeing the great battle between you guys again next weekend in Anaheim.